Poetry to me is
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 Poetry to me
is a word portrait I can see in a gallery with my eyes shut. Imagery drawn so vividly it paints pictures in my head, scenes long living by the dead. It's a way to make their words live on. Poetry is love on a page. Feelings poetry can only say it's silent song and music, rhythmic wordplay, rap, dropping a beat to clap, a finger snap. Poetry to me is abstract. It's music with no melody, it's therapy. Poetry is the activist, a political act of his or hers which tells the truth. It's freedom to express yourself, it's an aspiring youth, spitting verse, a curse, it's witchcraft. Magic words, handwritten, crafted to rhythm. Poetry to me can communicate before it's understood. Poetry is language at its most distilled and most powerful. It's
beautifully frustrating.
Poetry
is my GCSE English.
The PTSD linguist, the AQA anthology, its presence from my aunt in Pakistan. It's the iambic pentameter, it's a group of lines to make up a stanza. It's
a word extravaganza.
It's a confused infusion of a wordsmith's illusion. It's describing things in a new way.
Poetry to me is the beauty of words.
Tipsy, drunken words that need to be heard in verse about the beauty of the world. Poetry is a beautiful, powerful song without the music.
Poetry to me is freedom.
It's a kid saying, when I grow up, I want to be them.
Poetry to me is a way of expressing yourself and expressing your feelings in an art form like no other.
It's the surge to uncover, to discover. It's explaining why people suffer. It's a way to stand by one another, voice the things you wouldn't usually utter.
Poetry to me is letting out exactly what I want to express in maybe 1 or 2 minutes in a way that I couldn't possibly do within a 3 or 4 hour conversation.
It's me and yours, our education. It's a new way of learning for a new generation. It's creation with no need for explanation. So, what is poetry? I guess it's whatever you want it to be.